All right, so this is Leonardo DiCaprio. This is an infographic that was on Reddit a couple years ago. It was redone, but it got taken off of Reddit. So this is a couple years old. I think it was last done in 2019. So I don't know if you guys heard, Leonardo DiCaprio recently broke up with his most recent girlfriend, Camila Morrone. And there's a trend. He seems to never date a woman past 25. So if you see there at the bottom, he broke up with Bar Raffaele when she turned 25. He broke up with Kelly Rohrbach, broke up with Nina Agdal. And now, recently, he broke up with Camila when I think she turned 25. As you see, his age continues to go up. Leonardo DiCaprio, obviously incredibly famous, probably one of the top tier actors out there. So I want to get your guys' take on Leo, on this chart, on what you think about it. And let's start over here with you.
What do I think about it?
What do you think about that?
I think it's, I don't know, like pretty normal because like he's such a like famous celebrity, and he was like super handsome when he was young, and he played so many movies and stuff. So he got a bunch of choice, I have to say. Yeah. And a lot of girls fancy him because we all know like he's a super good looking guy when he was young. So, I mean, yeah, it's kind of reasonable. Yeah.
When he was young?
Yeah, I mean.
Do you think he's still handsome now?
I would say not my type.
Not your type?
Yeah.
What's your type?
I don't really have a type, but I usually like personality is the most important thing. But for appearance, maybe like taller guys. Okay. At least you have to be taller than me.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'8.5".
So what is your height?
What, my height?
Like minimum height for a guy?
5'8".
5'8". Okay, so just your height or taller.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Got it. Just really quick around the panel. Do y'all think Leo is still a babe? Babe. Is he still a babe?
No.
She's feeling it.
I feel like when I think of celebrities, sometimes I put them on this pedestal and I forget that they're actually people. So like when I think about him as a regular person,
Tilt
no.
the microphone up towards you just a bit. Perfect. Yeah.
When I think of him as a regular person, I think definitely not. But like as a celebrity, yes, I think his acting is really good. So.
Sure. Sydney?
I don't really look at him like that, honestly.
So Leonardo DiCaprio slides into your
Don't
DMs,
do that.
finds you, runs into you at Trader Joe's. You're not going for him?
Yeah, if he slides in my DMs, I'll be like, hey.
But it is Leonardo DiCaprio.
It is Leonardo.
He's breaking up with you when you turn 25, though.
I'm sure. I have another solid 4 years, though. Like, that could be
that could be a good
I could
solid.
make that happen in 4 years.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. And then?
No, I'm not really checking for him.
Okay. So just to bring it back, I know I was asking if you guys still think he's attractive, but just your reaction to the chart, his preferences in women, your thoughts.
So kind of relating it to the cougar conversation, I do think it's a bit weird that it's like a consistent, like I'm looking for under 25 or 25, capping at 25, because then it's a pattern. And now it's like, okay, dude, like, why are you constantly searching for women who are 25 and under? I mean, sure, maybe you guys might have a connection, but I'm sure you may be able to connect with women who are closer to your age. And it's just like, if you're constantly talking to younger women when you have like that much of an age gap, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a fan personally of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my initial reaction was I was kind of shocked because like I didn't know that, I had never seen that trend before. But yeah, I agree with everything she said. I think it's when it becomes a pattern, it's when it's like weird.
Yeah, I mean, I never noticed the pattern before, which I think is a little bit odd, but I think like it's not like it's a celebrity, if he can pull, like if he's like having a good time dating, great. But it is like kind of what I mentioned, like if he's looking for marriage with these girls who are in a different stage of their life than him, then it's different. but it's not like he's like dating like fresh out of high school and like trying to groom them in a way. Like these women are 25, like they're like out of college, like looking for a house, like trying to settle down. So like if that's what works for them, but it is weird that he's like breaking up and like ending things right when they're 25. I think that's a little odd.
Well, we don't know exactly what's going on with these relationships. It
No.
could certainly be the case that they're breaking up with him. So,
I did hear a rumor that the reason why he was dating women like up into a point, like aging them out, was that he wanted to give them time to find their own families. But to me, it's still kind of weird because I feel like you could just still date an older woman who just doesn't want to have kids. So it has to be like the age thing for him. I don't know, it's just so consistent and he keeps getting older and older and older. I feel like at some point, shouldn't your taste grow up with you in a way? Like you're not looking for that kind of thing in a woman?
I also feel like if like the rumor is true, if he is breaking up with them or the relationship's ending so that they can find their families, like that just tells you how serious the dating is. So in that case, I still think it's weird that he's dating specifically like 25 and under. But at the same time, like it does seem like he's going into it with his intentions being known and told to the woman. So, hey, go for it, Leonardo.
okay. Any other thoughts from anybody? All right. So there were some kind of different answers there when I first asked you guys about the Cougars and then just your reaction to the Leonardo DiCaprio thing. So that's kind of interesting. But more broadly speaking, removing Leonardo DiCaprio from this conversation, what do you think about age gaps in dating? I'm referring to adult relationships, so both people, obviously over the age of 18, but for example, say a 35-year-old dating a 25-year-old, or a 30-year-old dating a 20-year-old, for example. We'll start with you. What do you think?
Honestly, I think, I don't know, like some people like to date people like are in the same age with them, but like some people are not. Like for me personally, I like date like guys older than me, like even 5 years older, or I mean as long as like under 10 years older than me, that's fine. Because I don't know, I think at the same age, men like they are like, I don't know, they grow mature like slower than women, like mentally. It also depends on like what you've been through, like what kind of environment you grow up. But I just feel like I don't know, like when men grow older, they got more protective and they know how to take care of others. So yeah, that's just my personal preference.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think age gaps are really sticky. Like when it comes to dating, pretty much like the whole like thing, if you are constantly searching for women who are a certain age, I think it's just a little odd. However, I do understand like people can be mature for their age, like I get it, but I just think it is a little bit odd if you are an older person like searching for someone who is a certain age. That's where I just think it's really weird. But I do like understand relationships where people are older, some people are younger, and they just click, and like I think that's cute, cool. But if you're looking for someone a certain age, I don't know, that's just weird to me.
Like I said with the whole like cougar thing, I don't think it's an issue. But I think where it becomes weird for me is when it's happening over and over again and like it's becoming a trend, and that's where it's like kind of weird, whether it's a woman or a man.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like what Jackie said about if you keep like hunting for someone that specific age, that's weird. But I mean, I also agree, like Nick and Priyanka are 10 years apart and they're extremely happy, and they've even mentioned like their age gap and they make jokes about it. But like for me, like I'm 21, and if I'm talking to somebody and like the guy's like, oh yeah, I'm 19, that kind of, even that like small age gap like makes me feel a little weird. But that's like also based on like a maturity thing. But if you're older, I feel like if it works and you like the person, like who cares?
Yeah, I actually started seeing somebody who we have a pretty significant age gap between us, and it's been interesting. I definitely like it better than dating guys who are closer to my age, because I feel like maybe it's just because it's IV, but everybody here is kind of like a fuckboy. They're on that same mentality.